All right, welcome back. A lot of politics going on these days, and this month voters in two main political parties here will have a chance to meet in neighborhood caucus meetings. They're going to choose delegates, and then they're going to decide who the candidate's going to be, and we're taking time to introduce you to the men and the women who want to represent you in Washington. And today, Republican congressional candidate for District 1, Jacqueline Smith, is joining us. And good morning to you.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right, well, there's a lot to talk about, obviously, when you're running for Congress. First of all, what is your background?
I actually have an accounting background, and now I've been teaching constitutional classes and cycles of history all over the state of Utah and even in New York for the last 12 years.
Yeah, and you are a local woman. You moved away for a while, but you came back.
Well, I've actually been in Utah now for the last 25 years or so. So I live in Summit County, been there for 8 years, up in Wanship.
Yeah. Well, now, let me just ask you, at a point when obviously a lot of people are very disappointed in what's happening in Washington, the lowest approval rating in the history of Congress.
Right.
I think it's something like 1 out of 10 approve of what they're doing. Why do you want to step into this?
Well, I feel like we have a need for more constitutional government. One of the votes that my opponent made was the NDAA 2012, and that vote was enough to put me into this race.
Which is what?
The NDAA 2012 is the legislation that will allow for indefinite detention of American citizens without trial or due process, a direct violation of our 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th Amendment rights. Our state legislature just put forward a bill to nullify this, so I'm obviously in line with what Utahns want.
Now, is the original intent of this for war crimes, or is this a domestic policy?
No, this is a domestic policy, but it does go to people who are identified with al-Qaeda in some way. But the problem we have here is it gives the president the ability to override anything else, and because there's no trial, how will you ever know if you're really guilty or not? You're just going to be assumed guilty and guilty until proven innocent.
Right. Now, I guess this kind of thing leads down to Gitmo eventually, where all these people are being held and whatnot. Or, there's in New York, there have been some alleged terrorists who have been held indefinitely as well. So, I mean, as a Republican, I know a lot of Republicans favor this.
Well, I actually believe in human rights. I think the Declaration of Independence is there for all people, not just for United States citizens, because those are inalienable rights. We do need to protect ourselves as citizens, but we cannot trade essential liberty for temporary security. That's one of the things that Benjamin Franklin said, and that's what we're doing right now, is we're trading our civil liberties for temporary safety.
Are you a member of the Tea Party?
Well, pretty much. I mean, I started a 912 group, and I've worked with them on occasion, and I feel like they've got some good points because we are taxed enough already.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully we'll talk to you, as we get closer.
Thank you. If people would like to find out more about me, they can go to mrssmithgoestowashington.com.
Mrs. Smith, very clever. Very clever. Jacqueline Smith, running for Congress, District 1.
Yes,
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a little break here, and we will be right back. So have a good one. Look at how pretty it is outside.
It's nice.
Beautiful.